Everybody has a chance to be the best.
One league, one mission, one championship. It's about the logo on your chest.
Poor clearance. Shelvey will go for it!
Yeah, when I took the job, it was a little bit sort of rushed towards the end of the season. But it's something that I'm really looking forward to getting started in terms of trying to put my own stamp on the team. I think with a pre-season behind me and my ideas, then it's something that will flourish. Yeah, when I inherited the team, it's obviously you still don't feel like it's yours in terms of when a manager comes in, and I wasn't expected to get the job. I was still obviously focused on playing, but the opportunity arose and I felt like it was one that I couldn't turn down. But I think now it's the pressure ultimately lies down to me in terms of getting the club promoted. I will take that on my shoulders, and it's one that I'm relishing. I work constantly back home in the office and trying to come up with ideas and creating pre-season plans and the team selection, and there's going to be a total rebuild in terms of the squad. So it's something to look forward to. My vision's not changed. I just know that this club needs to get promoted this season. I've sort of drummed that into my head. I'll be drumming it into the players on the first day of pre-season. That's going to be the ultimate goal. The way we will play won't change. It will be the way I feel suits the team and my philosophy. I'm a firm believer in that, and obviously I've took a lot of things from different managers that I've worked under in the past and trying to put my little style on it. So once I get that across to the players, then I'm sure we'll flourish. Yeah, last season we struggled with them 2 draws. I think what a lot of people probably didn't recognise is we had 2 subs in one of the games, so we was down to the bare bones, and I think preparation probably wasn't the greatest in terms of the squad depth and what we needed throughout the season. I mean, we drew too many games during the first part of the season, but as you witnessed, you suffer that heartache, and especially when there's a long trip back to Dubai from Abu Dhabi, it's horrible and it just plays on your mind. And even when I was a player, I'd go and lock myself in my bedroom and watch the game back, and to be fair, I've been the same since I've been the manager. So it's a lot to take from last season, but it will stand us in good stead for this year, because in football there's always going to be ups and downs, and it's about how you deal with them and how you bounce back. Yeah, so I was going to play the last game. I spoke with many people about whether I should or whether I shouldn't, and I spoke to the owners of the club, and they said that I should, as like a last hurrah. And then I trained all week and was in the team, and then literally the morning of the game, Rasha, the woman who deals with a lot of stuff at the club, she texted me saying that I wasn't registered anymore, so there'd been a mix-up in contracts. So sort of went into the game, obviously with the ump, but obviously put that aside, and I still feel like being the manager I needed to win the game, and luckily we did, and obviously got sent to the stands 75 minutes into the game. But when I think that they should have just let me see the game through, but it is where it is, and it would have been nice for a last game, but I obviously got to play this summer in a tournament, and I still get my sort of fitness in on a Monday night with a few of the lads. I think the thing that excites me is now more than when I got the job is that I can do it my way, with my set of players. And that's no disrespect to what's been here in the past, but I just feel like I can make my own stamp on it, and ultimately if I fail, I take the responsibility, but at least I will be having a go with it, and I'm allowed to bring my people in and do it my way, and I'm just grateful that I've been given the opportunity in this first role of my management career. But yeah, I definitely feel excited, and I'm buzzing to get back, and I feel like the break's too long, to be honest with you. I want to get back to it and get back on the training pitch and get back playing games. The next step is to build a squad that can compete and get promoted. I expect nothing less. We're trying to recruit the best players that we possibly can, and that's something that me and Harry are working very hard at behind the scenes. There will be trials on the 24th of July, and obviously with the lads that have already renegotiated their contracts, they will be working separate away from the group, so the plan's are already in place. But yeah, me, Harry and our coaching staff will look to build a squad that can take this league by storm. To be fair with Danny, he actually texted me when I first moved to Dubai and said, any chance you can bring me in? But I felt like there was only space for one ex-Premier League player at the time. But yeah, and then I got the chance to meet with him at this tournament in North Carolina, and we spoke at length out there, and I really enjoyed his company and the way he saw the game, the way he was speaking. Even when we was on the side of the pitch, we was discussing tactics, and it was only a 7-a-side tournament, but the way he spoke sense, and I just felt that it was perfect to bring him in, and the fact that he could still do a job and play, he's still in great nick, and so yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. I do think with Rav and Danny, I mean, Rav speaks for himself in terms of his name and his ability, and we all know what he can do on the pitch, and everyone's labelled him as the greatest player to not reach the heights, if you like, and Rav will openly admit that. But with Simo, his experience, that's what he brings. He brings a wealth of knowledge in terms of how to win a football match. I mean, the guy won the Premier League with Leicester, so that's experience in itself. He's played on some top managers and at top clubs. So look, Simo he'll be playing, but he'll be coaching as well and helping me, and I will learn from him. He will learn from me. So it's a really exciting time, and I think them two can really lead us to great things. Yeah, it will be down to in terms of Simo working as a coach and a player. It will be down to him in terms of what days he wants to train. I mean, he loves training, he loves keeping fit, so I imagine I'll probably lose a lot of his coaching side. It will be more to do with the playing side. But look, I brought him in to help me. Obviously, I lost Leighton last year. He's going to be a big miss. He was very vocal, and I think me and him complemented each other well. But I'm lucky that I found someone in Simo that can come in and do a bit of both really, and really help me out. Yeah, so the process is, I've always had an idea in terms of what we'll do in pre-season. We wasn't due to go back until August 10th, but then the season got brought forward a month, so it sort of hurried the plans along. So the first week will be a lot of quite hard work in terms of the boys that are signed and running, and with Grant. So all them runs are set in place already. And then the trials, basically we need to recruit the best, and I mean there's been a lot of applicants, so we'll pick the best from them and we'll go from there. And for me, in pre-season there's nothing better than playing games. You can train all you want, but games are where you get your match fitness. So we're trying to arrange as many games as possible in that short space of time, and hopefully once all them games are confirmed, I think there's about 2 more dates that we need to fill. So once them games are confirmed, they'll go out, and yeah, just look forward to playing them games and get going. For me, I think the biggest challenge is probably the trials. I'm new to this way of work. I mean, in England, you don't have this sort of thing, and it's very much sort of not backwards, but it's like, it's not the same as what it is in England. In England, the manager knows his set squad, and you might make a few signings, etc. But this here is a bit mad in terms of you probably have to recruit all over again. But look, it's exciting. I think that will be the biggest challenge in terms of finding the right players for the right positions. But it's something that me and Harry are working on relentlessly, and it's something that we're confident we can do. I just want if a fan or a regular Joe was watching my team week in, week out, I just want them to know that, or want them to see that it's a team that's well drilled. it's a team that's relentless, a team that dominates the opposition with and without the ball, a team that just looks in total control of the football, and a team that hurts teams and punish teams straight away. And that's my aim for this season. They probably didn't, if I'm going to be honest. Me and Harry are probably totally two different styles of football. And I'm not saying there's no right or wrong way to play football. All I care about is winning at the end of the day. I want to win football matches. For me, it's not about looking pretty on a football pitch, it's about winning the game, and I would take playing bad and winning 1-0 than losing 4-3 and playing excellent. So, look, there's no right or wrong way of playing football, and at the end of the day, 3 points are all that matters, and I'm not going to get recognised in terms of my career if I can't get promoted out of the Division 2 in Dubai at the end of the day. If I'm sending a future message to myself at the end of this next season, is that if I don't get promoted, you're a failure.